ALC, it's the creme de la creme of Dallas real estate. People in my class, they are developers, contractors, architects, people in title, leasing agents, developers, and we were brought in together as a class to do something bigger for Dallas than each one of us could do individually.
So the retreat was broken into two parts. First part was kind of a leadership bonding, just group time together to group problem solve. And I'd say it was a fun way to kind of wade into thinking as a team. And then when we got to the actual overnight spot, it was kind of like basically the Wild West. We rode bulls, stayed up most of the night, a lot of good times.
This is a group of educated, hard-charging people. It's been fun watching them bloom in the class. One of the most incredible aspects of ALC is Rose Porterfield executive coaching. And Rose Porterfield doesn't actually see 30 and 40-year-olds. They, are coaching at the C-level. So what an incredible opportunity. It's been tremendously valuable to everyone.
So the infamous road rally is your first assignment as a class, as groups, driving throughout the city, visiting several landmark sites in Dallas, and in a creative manner or a thematic manner, sharing to your class the findings and significance of each of those sites.
I don't want to give away any secrets about the road rally. I feel like everyone has got to experience it for themselves, but I loved it. I mean, I got to know 4 other people in my class really, really well in a really short time.
Sweet woman named Margaret. She lived up on this hill and she loved to hunt.
My team was Team Horror, tasked with having a horror theme. We were robbed. We should have been the first choice, and I think we were the clear second choice, although it was not voted on.
As a civil engineer, I think I was expected to nerd out on infrastructure day, and I absolutely did. So we got the opportunity to go underneath uptown Dallas to a stormwater detention center. But this is not just like an emergency basement. This is 40-foot tall caves underneath uptown that holds like 60 to 80 million gallons of water. We had to get down there with a really small ladder. It was a little terrifying, but I'm so glad I did it. It was amazing. We get down there and you look up and you're just like, this is incredible. Like, I can't even believe this is here. Like, there's so much about Dallas that we didn't know.
I am a Dallas transplant, so I did know that I would get the behind the curtain understanding of Dallas and the inner workings of it. I plan to do business here until I retire. And so that it's important for me to have that understanding to be able to approach my work intentionally.
Spending time with Ross Perot Jr. was a treat. Getting to hear him talk about what is important as a leader, and to hear that it takes tenacity, it takes ambition, but it also takes a good attitude and a willingness. That's what makes you a leader.
We are sitting at the Royal Oaks apartment complex in southern Dallas. This is a property that Cornerstone Baptist Church bought several years ago. The residents that live here, they are the heart and soul of this community.
The residents here kind of were very fearful. They were surrounded by drug-infested apartment complexes, apartment owners who were not taking care of their property, experiencing shootings all night long. There were a couple of murders on the block in the last couple of years, and so it was a very challenging situation.
The scope was essentially an exterior improvement project. When they first showed it to us, it was kind of painting, new signage, fencing, some security. And so when we talked about it as a class, we said, okay, if we're going to do this, let's try to meet what they're asking, but then also see what else we can do to introduce some new ideas. If we can leave room in our project budget to add heating units. That's serious improvement. And then where we're sitting right now, this is exterior space, program space for the community to be outdoors. What we'll end up with is this pergola, landscaping all around, a community grill, a table.
We also need some security. We need a new fence. We need, a fob system so we know who's coming and going. We need some more exterior lighting.
One of the things that stood out when the project was being presented to the class is that Royal Oak was already a community. They are a community of people that just needed a space to be community. We couldn't do what we do if we didn't have the input of the residents, if we didn't have their interaction and them checking in. They are fully invested in this. They are loving what we're doing.
The community's response to the upgrade of this facility, of course, it is very obvious. Everybody wants to live here. It actually changed the neighborhood around it. And so a lot of those drug-infested apartments are no longer on the block. The owners of other apartments have upgraded their facilities and have secured their facilities so you don't have nearly as much activity. The gunshots have now subsided, and it is now a block that you can walk through at night and feel comfortable and safe.
ALC to me is probably one of the best things that a selfless person could do for themselves. Opens up the door to a tremendous amount of opportunities outside of that individual, connecting you with several folks of the same mindset and objectives in life.
The class, they're a group of people that I want to be friends with for the rest of my life. I know that I've got a full network as it relates to the real estate industry all the way around that I can reach out to with any problem.
I really want to impart to them, take the initiative to use your platform to do something else, to make an impact. And I can't say it enough. Stay close, stay close, stay close. Stay close to each other. Be intentional about staying close to each other, and stay close to TREC.
Well, hi, neighbor.
Best class ever?
Best class ever.